значит я еще, да нет, наоборот. Ну вот нет, наоборот. Наоборот, вот надо. Что тебе надо-то от меня? Ты бесишь меня, да. Нет, пиши о себе тогда. Да. Нет, наоборот, вот это имеется. Нормально, значит, я. Нормально, значит, это да. Наоборот, значит, я знаю это все, да. Да. Нет, наоборот, нет, наоборот. Нет, он тебя понял, да. Из лох просто, да, лох понял. Наоборот, это есть он сам, да. Да.
Anything. How's that possible? I've only opened the program and already it's gonna be a tough week. I started by importing the game models I had already created for Unreal Engine. I wanted to see if I would be able to go in and make changes or recreate them entirely for Unity. Oh wow. That looks great. Hey, it's working. What? Oh my god, it just gets better and better with each slider. Oh, that's disappointing. It just kept getting better and better until this one. The models I had created for Unreal Engine seem to be working 100% in Unity without me changing anything. I was really expecting to have to do some work here, but so far so good. Man, this looks awful. I really hope we can fix the graphics somehow. Why does it look so bad? It looks slightly different than what we had in Unreal. Let's just put it that way. A big part of this boxing game is that it's physics-based. So using physical animations is a really important feature. It's basically what you see here. Physics on top of an animated character, like floppy arms and all that. Like a ragdoll, but with animations. The problem with Unity is that it does not support physical animations natively. This is one of the biggest reasons that I decided to go with Unreal Engine instead of Unity when I first started this project. Luckily, there's one option. There's a plugin on the asset store called Puppet Master, which allows you to do this. The only problem is, it's expensive. And I don't even know if it's going to work, what we're doing. There's no way to try it out. I also just quit my job, so... I don't really know how to use this, but it's working. Yeah, a little bit, I think. This is weird. I love this. This is the best. Okay, I've been at this for a few hours now trying to get decent results out of Puppet Master, and then I tried to like fix the bad lighting and have a look. Nothing is working and everything is broken. super well, we're just gonna start over. No problem. We've got tons of time. I did a little bit of reading the night before on Unity's render pipeline, and we're gonna start over using the high definition render pipeline this time, and hopefully that way we can make the game look a little better by simply starting out on the right foot. Oh wow, what a difference. This is looking lit! No, seriously, I'm actually really impressed. Check this out. This is what it looked like yesterday, and this is what it looks like now. Yeah, I'm actually really impressed. Like, this is looking really, really, really good. Just as good as Unreal. The models are imported, the lighting is looking way better than yesterday, and it's finally time to get started on putting the game together, which means it's time to brush up on those coding skills. Okay, easy. Let's go.
Это не так интересно, кажется, как кажется. Мне даже нравится, понимаешь, что нам это... Ну да, мы не проходим, что там в теме, да, понял.
getting up. I spent the rest of the day setting up the input controls and getting our movement working properly. Getting back into C# was a lot easier than I thought, and I was actually enjoying writing some basic code again. Visual scripting is awesome, but there's something really satisfying about writing your own code from scratch.
되게 감사합니다.
I'm just kidding. I'm not tired. I've been to the gym, taking the dog down, had breakfast, and I am ready, baby. And it's only, well, 11:30, but yeah, whatever. So I got basic movement working yesterday, and I also started looking at animations. I just imported the animations I was using for Unreal, and they work just straight out of the box, no problem. I spent some time setting up the animations and learning about Unity's animation system. It's pretty good, but not without its frustration. Additive animations. See, I need the punches to be additive. It's basically an animation played on top of another. Now, I've been trying to get it to work for the past, 4 hours. When you're dealing with additive animations, you need a reference frame for them to work. And it's seemingly impossible to do that in Unity. In Unreal Engine, it's easy. I've looked everywhere and I can't find anything on this, including the documentation. Anyways, after lots of digging, I finally found that all you gotta do is, okay, check this out. This is, so you have to click here, enter debugging mode, and voila. Now you can select the reference. Boom, right there. Super easy, but it's like what? In the original game, we used the right thumbstick to lean your character. The process to do something similar in Unity turned out to be very similar to what I'm used to on Unreal, so no problem there. Getting the shorts to follow along the same animation as the character, though, and not just do this, was not as easy. But after more hours of digging around online, I finally found a solution that works pretty well. And it's really simple too, but finding this information was not easy. But it's working. We're alright. Now that I had a better understanding of the animation system, I spent the next couple of days working further on the controls, implementing different attacks and blocking. See, the attack system is based on how you're leaning your character. So if you're leaning over to the right and then lean back up, you'll perform a hook. It's a little unconventional, but this way I think attacking will feel more natural than just assigning different attacks to different buttons. I'm basically just looking at what I did in Unreal Engine through blueprints and then just trying to replicate that in code. Visual scripting is surprisingly similar to coding. It's really the same thing, just slightly different. Alright, great progress so far. We can dodge, we can run around, and we can even attack. I also put Puppet Master in. So we now have physics running on top of our character. It's pretty impressive, I gotta say. It's definitely well made. I'm actually surprised. I didn't expect this much out of just some random plugin. I'm pretty happy with how the physics are working, and I'm gonna call that good for now. Back in Unreal, we created a pretty advanced system for how we deal damage to the opposing player. So my next task was to try to replicate this in Unity. And this was a little scary. This is gonna be tough. This is going to be some of the most intense coding you've ever witnessed. So strap yourself in, put your diapers on, let's do this. While I take care of that, let's hear it everybody for NordVPN for sponsoring this video and making this kind of premium content possible. See, if you're like me and you thought people only use NordVPN to watch Netflix in different countries, well, you're wrong. What I didn't realize is that NordVPN isn't only useful for that. It actually has an even better feature, which is the added safety through military-grade encryption. See, when you're browsing the web and checking your Instagram and putting your passwords in and doing online banking, your internet provider can see all the information you're putting in, which means that you have to trust them not to sell your information or use it in some inappropriate way. But that's fine, they probably won't. But what's a little trickier is when you're sliding down to your local Mickey D's or Starbucks and you're thinking, hey, I'm just going to pop in on their Wi-Fi and save myself a bit of data. Well, when you do that, all your internet traffic goes through their system, which means that they can see all the information you're passing through. And that applies to all Wi-Fis and sounds bad, and it is. So what NordVPN does for you is that they basically jumble up all the numbers and makes it totally impossible for anyone to track anything you're doing on the internet. And you are safe, no matter where you are in the world or whose Wi-Fi you're on. Just make sure numbers and makes it is. So what NordVPN does for you is that they basically jumble up all the numbers and makes it totally impossible for anyone to track anything you're doing on the internet. And you are safe, no matter where you are in the world or whose Wi-Fi you're on. Just make sure the app is running and you're good to go. It works on your computer, your phone, your tablet. So what are you waiting for? Protect yourself! Head over to NordVPN, use the link in the description, and don't forget to put in our promo code POMPYPANTS to get yourself a sweet discount while you're at it. Come on guys, let's support NordVPN, not only for the excellent services they provide, but also for all our communities like ours to survive through their generosity. So let's head over there and show those guys some. Also, if you're worried about speed, don't worry. I play a lot of Warsaw, and I need that sweet sub-30 ping. And I'm not noticing any increase in latency when I'm running NordVPN, so you're good to go. Alright, back to that guy. Boom, done. Alright, check this out. For punching, we have a system that checks the speed of the hand as it hits the head, multiplied by how hard you're leaning into the punch, just like we had back in Unreal Engine. We then take whatever damage number we get and send it over to the other player, and then we can use that to deduct health and do other things with it. Now that we can send damage between the players, I got started on working on a health bar. I have a little experience working in Unity's UI system, but I barely remember how to use it, so Rocky's tutorial on how to create health bars really came in handy here. Back in Unreal, we had created some really cool finishing animations, so now that we had our health bar working, I wanted to try my luck at creating some of that inside Unity. It went a little so-so. Admittedly, this is not as cool as what we had in Unreal Engine, but you can definitely do it. It's not a problem. We just need to investigate a little bit further how Puppet Master works. I was coming up on the final day of this challenge, and I was actually happily surprised at how much I had achieved in such a short amount of time. Or maybe it just took me way too long to make the game in the first place. I don't know. Right now, though, the one controller currently controls both characters, which isn't exactly ideal. So I needed a way to split it up so that we can control the characters with separate joypads. Again, Rockies came to the rescue here with his tutorial, and as it turns out, Unity has upgraded its input system to be more like Unreal Engine system, which is fantastic. But this system is not on by default. You have to manually turn it on in the package manager, which meant that I had to go in and reprogram a lot of the features to make them compatible with the new input system. I really wish Unity would just swap out old features and make new, better features the default. I'm already deep into the project, and then having to install a bunch of...
Наоборот, нет. Горячие капли. Капли горячие. Сюда. Ну, это следует, белые такие, понял. Ну да. Screwed up driver. Драйвер. А, подожди, я держу драйв. Ага. Что-то Яндекс сам начинает искать, что ли? Интересно. Как так-то надо же нет, наоборот. Да наоборот, нет. Понял. Да нет, нет, нехватка материалов о себе, да. Ну нет, наоборот, наоборот, да, наоборот, наоборот, так и да. Screwed up. Смотрим. Just a second. Just a little bit. Поворачивай обратно, говорит, наоборот. Да. Ну вот это чисто на самом деле. Смотри, что он делает, да, нет. Наоборот, что делать, если потом, да, пройдет у тебя это все, что пройдет-то? Да. Ну нет, это не интересно. Пройдет твоя тоска, печаль. Тоска по себе, да, нет, понял. Ну вот нет, вот поиграй себе, все, да, вот это он имел в виду. Да, ну нет, понял. Да, сахарок. Русский сахар. What's up, man? What's up? Нет, ну вот это имею в виду, нет. Там городские номера, ты понимаешь, какая ситуация. Причем они чехословацких тоже губерний. Разлей вода, что ли? Что дальше-то? Ну да, как бы, да. Что это меняет? Тебе не нравится, мне не нравится, и что дальше? Отношения будешь открыть? Ну, это просто нелогично, потому что мы построили свои отношения, как бы, ну, да, поняла тебя, да. Ну, не говорить, а как оно на самом деле-то? Да, нет, на нас не распространяется, конечно, а так-то, да. Вообще беспощадно просто, да. Yandex очень страшная вещь. Да. Или наоборот. Еще важнее. Она как-то ближе к фотографии, да, ну правда, да, ну понятно. Вообще там другая, паттерн вообще другой. Я так думаю. Да, деньги. Как ты смотришь, что ли? Ой. чай.